Over 51 million people are currently fleeing armed conflict, more than at any time since the Second World War. And almost half of them are children.
They come shooting, they were killing everyone. Whether you are a man, woman, a young, whatever, you are blind, deaf, they put them inside the house, then they just burn the house.
But what's it like as a child to lose everything that is familiar and safe and find yourself trying to build a new life in a refugee camp?
I don't know, today where are we going to sleep? There's no home, no house.
Can you still be a child when war is forcing you to grow up? And what do the children think is most important when their world has been turned upside down?
I just want to go back to school and complete my studies. I want to be in those lives before.
4 children show us what life is like when you are forced to flee your home.
The life of refugees is not that good. There is no future development. Only you eat, you sleep. That is the end.
It's rainy season in South Sudan, and for a few months, the weather has silenced the guns in Africa's longest-running civil war. 14-year-old Anna is among the 1.5 million people who have been forced to flee because of the fighting. For her, the rain is a reminder of happier, more peaceful times.
When it is raining, I miss my house. I cannot go anywhere, I can stay inside the house. It's not good. Some water are falling down now. I quit.
Anna came to Minkaman camp 8 months ago, along with the rest of her family.
They are asking me that, why don't you change the food? I tell them that there is no another food. So that is the problem. They don't want to eat this youngest kid. Because we have eaten 3 days.
We eat this rice in 3 days, and today 4. 4 days.
And why can't you change the food?
There is no another type of food. We have no money. So this was being brought by WFP.
The war in South Sudan has claimed over 2 million lives. When the fighting reached Anna and Grace's town, they had to cross the River Nile at the dead of night to escape.
7 days.
You see, someone is being killed ahead of you, and someone is being killed behind of you, and you are still running.
Then I get fear.
Water was near us, so people just run into water. So most of the children who don't know to swim, they just draw. Because the river that we crossed was very long. It can take distance of 30 minutes while you are swimming. And if you don't know swimming, you cannot be able to cross. What you were thinking about is, are you going to live? Are you going to be alive, or you are going to be dead?
Anna's father is a Christian preacher and still believes peace will reign one day.
Yena ka chok da bung na masayo di. Ke ye me ya da e ke chol dor. Dor angiku. Achini kra, achini tong, kwa chini kra ko no tin. Akor bu dor. Bu ya ti nong nyali. Yena ka bi dor pindo junub.
Kia niar balo ganita ai wi jage kaya galala. Chan banang pirate, rien kaya lo ganita. Because Rio jadi aja Rio jakin dia. Nah Rio jaja lo Angela board.
"250 kilometres to the south of Anna and Grace's camp, Uganda is currently home to over 160,000 refugees from South Sudan. Over 200 new refugees are arriving at this camp every day. After health checks and inoculations, new arrivals are given official refugee status, entitling them to aid. In time, they will be moved on to settlement camps where they'll be given a plot of land. But with so many fleeing the war, this can take weeks. One of the new arrivals is 14-year-old Scovia.
Since we came here, our life is not the way we used to be. Life is different here.
Chlorine ya jili sakit talade. Chlorine ya jili ya.
Zai mahala te zera sala kan gine ripo beje bonezla. Yani gobare to ale gora minana fakira turugi dakala. Bukan jana de jana mabag de ronu sugal fi haya batala ana. Bes be yakala to ala yanda gobodo.
Scovia's family had a thriving retail business in South Sudan, but lost everything in the war when their shops were looted. Scovia spends most of her time helping her mother look after the younger children and dealing with the bureaucracy of the refugee camp.
The cards, they give it when you're going for reception to receive the food, then you go with the card. Then they give you food.
You're not in the line.
Nutrition in the camp supposedly gives all the necessary calories and vitamins for a healthy diet. But Scovia's not impressed. She misses the variety of food she used to enjoy at home.
Food is not the way we need. At home, when you eat, there are balanced diets. We eat fruits, meat also, we eat greens. Chicken. The refugees. At home, when you wanted to go to take shower, you open water from up. Here, it is completely different. We don't have those here. Baraka, what kira de kulu makwes. Ita biligo wasaka yani. Ina tena video rufu gaba. Ina gora fu gaba. Ode kama kida makwes. Makana mafezera nas bakara kara samba la zaman kana yanda kolera kira gobo de nas keti.
Scovia's experience isn't unusual. UNHCR estimates that around a third of refugee camps don't have decent toilets.
life can be school difficulties for ayere. For sakela kira dema life al quest. Zolma we feel okay. Look at the man in the water. He is in a lot of trouble. In our house there was air conditioning. When it was hot, you just go and put it on. You relax there. Na kulu na gili mu na ga in television lakini ni mafi television mafi nur zato mafi sala kan zola dara gara so ye kida yani story wala shunu mafi
Bai sa ta be tsaro.
refugees
Jumi ku ta mala lari. Ya uduna ka ta ba di dare.
ada kenyana ko man ni ko man ma ta sukuru ba since we are the future the world is full of trouble. I'm not feeling okay the way I used to be. I just want to go back to school and complete my studies. I want to be in those lives before, the good lives, not like this one. Near here, I'm completely not good. I'm not fine here.
Back in South Sudan, Anna and Grace share Scovia's dream of returning to full-time education. There's a school in the local town that was built for 300 pupils, but with the children from the camp now attending as well, numbers have swelled to over 1,000. Everything is in short supply, even chairs.
People are complaining that the stomach is paining because of the beans. What, the grain is not okay.
But with the school so overcrowded, some parents are not bothering to send their children. A decision of which Anna strongly disapproves.
Education is very important because of the following reason. If you are an educated person, nothing will be difficult. I can be a minister, doctor, teacher, or what if I am educated.
Anna feels so passionately about the value of education that she's joined a student group campaigning to get all the camp's children into school.
Chiran brio chứ. Ai na no ran tia cái gì? Cái này cả. Chiran riêu go, yang ada riêu go.
Chiran.
Aiwa, lum riêu như lo chuar go eda, dom ule wa dia. Dom ule chuar go. Aiwa.
Around 28 million children worldwide can't attend school because of armed conflict. Here in South Sudan, at least 500,000 children are affected.
Okay, to get it, I see lots of food. Last school in our Corabia, Jimijala, and school, both you and Karango Galamdu. Could you put Naya and Cobu, who can and go core, Kulumi, who What I like to do this, I want somebody to be like me, as I am talking with you now. If a person who is illiterate person cannot talk with you, but now I have learned in the school, that is why I am talking with you now.
Unfortunately for Anna's sister, Grace, the school is only for primary grade children. There's no high school within walking distance of the camp.
I'm a student, but there's no high school here. This means the education is not okay. The life here in the camp, only you eat, you sleep. That is the end.
Grace's ambition is to work in medicine. So while her education is on hold, she's working in a camp clinic.
We do awareness, mobilization, and we give first aid to the people who are having different sickness. We get a lot of malaria positive plus diarrhea, watery diarrhea. So many people are having watery diarrhea here, and it's because of the contamination that it is here.
Diarrhea and malaria are two of the leading killers of children in Africa, and kids in camps are especially at risk.
When the crisis happened, so many people were just running. People were thinking of their deaths. When people run, there is always weakness of the body, which is general body weakness. So, and this one is brought when there is crisis. So when I see this, I feel annoyed. The child has been brought back and is RDT positive.
RDT positive is the malaria.
Yeah.
So now, this is for malaria.
I myself, I was having malaria. I was malaria positive when my sister was malaria positive. So I want to be a chemist because this issue of some disease is killing people here. I don't like. So I really want to be a chemist.
While Grace tries to help the camp's children in the clinic, her younger sister Anna has taken her campaign for universal education to the airwaves. She's broadcasting on the camp's radio station to encourage parents to send their kids to school.
Era warning mit ke jagele kulwa kujela members to thin yadeng ege jela le gogule mit ko gai ben sukule mana neng tin tira wa mit ai ben sukule mit ko wadi aji wale mit ko yadeng.
We are the future of the country. The old age like my father, they will not be there after 40 years, and we shall be the one who will take over. If I'm educated, then I can do something very nice for the country. These are that said, to educate a girl is to educate a nation. So the more I will be educated, the more I will bring our home up and our family, and likewise to the community.
Back in the refugee camp in Uganda, Scovia and her family are finally being moved on to a settlement camp in a place called Ilo, where they hope to be able to start a new life. Over 1,000 people are being relocated. It's a massive operation that will take several days.
Today we are going to Ilo for the settlement. There are many people, so many. I don't know even if the cars are going to be enough for us, because the squeezing is going to be there.
Another young refugee on the move is 14-year-old John. Like many of the children here, he's struggling to come to terms with the horrors he witnessed back home in South Sudan.
مشاكل بقى كتير ناس ماتوا كتير أشوف الناس قاعدين ينحبوا ناس ما بيشيلوا لاجئ الناس زول يمشي بيت زول يمشي يقتل زول ساكت زمان قاعد نشوف ناس بدقوم وناس بيشوفون ده أنا قلبي ما قاعد يكون مرتاح.
John lost his father in the fighting and arrived in the camp with his mother and sisters just 2 weeks ago.
أبوي الوقفة في الحرب وكان قاعد في الجيش يا هو وكان فاد الحرب قلنا له وراه ما قبل يا هو كان يلا مشى فضل هناك يا هو مات ضربه في الحرب وكروم مشى شديد حرب ده مشى كتير وناس كتير ماتوا مشى سنة كتير لما جيني مازي قعدت أسبوعين يلا لما جيت دقوا أسامي بتاعنا هناك فوق أنا بقعد مرتاح عشان نمشي وزولينا بيتنا نمشي نقعد مرتاح في البيت بعمل أول أوضة مداور يلا بخد حاجات في راسه قنايات في راسه كده يلا يا هو يلا بدقش في راسه يلا يلبطوه بيجنق زي ده قاعد طويل زي ده كده يا بقى زي ده
Dia Manyok is there. Nyaria is there. Is there. Sarah is there.
That happened, are they?
Maurice Jesse.
Come here.
Maurice Jesse, now man.
Jacqueline Naito Joseph.
Please come. Time is not on our side.
You want to go to
Cecilia Boa.
Thì thầu ăn nèo là cái để ăn nèo lại đi ăn.
Ngapa kok mukanya dasar aja yang kain kok. No, nje kanya. Kau jangan mafini musema nyima zedi na nani laka nani musema nani au bako duka laka ala ade pulata anzo. Hey. Boki, nani dari mas?
Bà này như đua na ta bánh lẹt đấy.
Di bawah tai. Dia itu masih di bawah. Kenapa lah? Di baik kamu itu. Dari nak ada ibuan.
Ari dah kilo. Aja ari lo.
Siaman, welcome.
Arona, bedara kalau lori nana, teta orang perela guna barang kue lah. Ini ada di sini.
Ayo. Ya iya dia. Aku maniku.
Aja di sana, dek pendek ni pangga yo, aco yo, selesa yo, wala adu yo. Ongko kau jampi sidi ada ringan di cor ongko. Dejo bukora, jangan nanya.
Aku dojo ikut di saya, pada masa.
Masa yo, ada saya. Sidi ada du sampai ada yang tu.
Are you happy to come here at the city island?
Yare mahal.
Kudu. Dah nas minum wan. I don't even today where are we going to sleep? There's no home, no house, no market even. It's very tough. A tough place.
The families are given basic items for survival, like machetes, cooking pots and plastic sheets, before being allocated their plots.
No, don't line now. They are calling your name. Just speak.
Chị thấy anh ấy chứ? Ấy đi ra bala thật. Cái thằng kia là đi.
These are cooking utensils, mosquito net, and basin, cup, soap. Okay, there's also panga. Slash also is there, and then hoe.
Each family is also given a month's worth of food, and John and his mum Mary are waiting to collect their share. But the local Ugandan camp commander has to work through an interpreter, so misunderstandings are inevitable.
This one, you'll keep it, you'll go for food. Everybody will take one bag. Then the one remaining, you get a container, you scoop equally. You people, can you understand what I'm saying for you? I'm saying you are 13. They have given you 15 bags. This balance here is supposed to be 2. Where's the other one? It's only 1. Where's the other one? No, still there is a problem here. They have given 15 bags. Are you getting me? They are 13. Each gets a seed. They're supposed to have 2 bags remaining. It's 1. Who is this? Who is this? Mama, for Peter, where is the bag sitting now? It's 2 now. Is it not okay? Aha, now you divide this among yourselves. That's what I wanted. It's not easy.
Pia dua le re ja chin pia dan tho ko ki re yo ka termin kida o ki ko ka tho mu ko ga ja mama ja dong ka chin ko
Gannain adona tayin adona fash then was all in a brief.
We are going to call, I'm going to call these things names according to the arrangement. And we are going to give plot 30 by 20. We are starting. We are You are following me?
Yes.
Rong đi ra con.
Mary, make a sign here. Direct on the roadside, eh?
Yes.
Make a sign here. Your border. Hey. Direct on the roadside.
This one. Yeah.
Okay. Then Mary.
My job? Yes. Come. Straight, eh? Okay. Hello. We are going straight, eh?
أنا بقول مرتاح عشان لقيت بيت تاني أنا خلاص أنا بنظف كله وأعمل أوضة نقعد فوقه كده 30 كده 20 عند وطن بتاعنا بقعد فوقه.
Angkot panggal.
ما في يوم أنا عملت حاجة ده أول يوم. أنا أفكر عشان أبوي ما في وأنا شغال كده عشان قاعد نشتغل براي بقيت تعبان أنا
بقيت تعبان ما تتكسر يدها
طيب شجرة ده برا
ما تقدر
أنا بقدر له
يو ما بقطع ما بقطعه
أنا بقطعه يا
ما بقطعه
أنا بقطعه
cái nhà chứ mà ấy ôi chứ không biết đâu đấy chứ là vậy ở đó con bữa nào sẽ đi để con có lô hấp bà lệ bút ra ở đây gì số cái gì nào đi phụ ra
بكرة أنا عشان ما نجوا ثاني.
Scovia is also waiting for her family plot.
We are giving plot 20 by 30 per family. So I'm going to make this way 30,
Yeah.
this way 20. That's per family, eh?
I don't know that there was a place called even called Ilo. I don't know even there was a place called Ilo. I just came to know it that we are in refugees camp. That's when I came to know that. It is only starting new life here. We are going to learn through it. Yeah. I think we will have now new life, good life. Starting new life is hard to start, but when it has taken somehow long, some months, yeah, you will feel okay. You know that you are somewhere now. You started somewhere, new life.
Shut him! Shut him! Shoot him! Shot him!
Shot him! Shot him!
Hey!
Grace has left the camp in South Sudan and travelled for 7 days, almost 200 miles into neighbouring Kenya.
Shoot him!
Shoot him! Shoot him, Eric! Shoot him!
We use them as guns because our parents have been fighting for so long. So we just resemble what they use. So we just say this is our gun. So someone shot someone using water.
Grace's younger sister Anna and the rest of the family have stayed in the camp in South Sudan, but Grace is determined to find a safe secondary school willing to give her a place, so she can start to catch up on the months of education she's missed.
I was talking to my dad always that my dad, I have to go for a school. I have to go for his studies. He was telling me that, where are you going to get a school? I was telling him that I have to go to Kenya.
The journey south to Kenya was long and dangerous. Once again, Grace had to run for her life when fighting broke out in a camp where she was staying for the night.
We just run again, they just come again, they just come again, killing people, killing people, killing people. And they kill another woman near to me. And I was sleeping, so I was being told to wake up. I was just asking myself, why do I bother myself to come and look for a school? Why can't I stay like some of the students who are staying in Bo and some of the students who are staying in Minkaman without a school? Why do I bother myself to come here? I ran with the books. Even I did not run with any clothes, but I just ran with the books. I will be doing sciences. So, and I want to be a doctor. And if I don't read biology well, I will not pass. So that is why I was holding this book. This book now is very old, but I have to take care of it. This is where it has get broken. But I have put a small rope here to control it. But here there are no rope. You see, it is like this.
Dozens of families from South Sudan live in this part of Kenya. There are around 500 refugee children living with distant relatives or family friends. These families are undocumented, and because they're not officially refugees, they don't qualify for any aid. Grace is staying with an auntie who looks after 20 refugee children. Just feeding that many little mouths is a constant struggle.
All these children, they need food. We all need food. So anytime though, like what happened yesterday, we did not get food. Likewise to today, we did not get food. Even later in the evening, I don't know what will happen.
Grace's auntie also fled from the violence. She was heavily pregnant at the time.
Nyuone jabat tena to chin. Kumet ka chilung tena. Jamme jame diet kwa da magana to. Ko tam to ku ting ba me loy di ba chwar we. Sia ka ya ba ka dang. Sia ka na ne chera jo lo an chanam ja kiet. Ja ting ba me chwar we. Ba chwar wi ba wan ku karatuk ku ka kamu ka dang ja tar ya te na pe. Wala yena man ku chwar wi ka na man ya ka nya la chi akon. Na wa ne ne tene ka nya la chi akon. Yena mon ba mu ku ba to we ye. Wa ga men nu be be ya ko ja an me do. Ja chi nga andar we. Apto bu ko ben jufa. Bu ko ja me ka wala ja me ja la mu se fa. Ku ja mi ke jo ko yo. Jo ka le jo ka ni ban bi ka jufa ko bi ke. Kurale tieng to ka tin dado ka ne ka ya yendi ne pio.
Grace has applied to a top local boarding school. Today, she finds out if she's got in.
Hi, madam.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine.
You came the other time
Yes.
to ask for a place.
Yes.
And we are pleased that we gave you a place after finishing to do the interview.
That is great, mommy.
You're welcome.
Passing the entrance exam was the first hurdle. Now Grace has to work out how to pay the fees.
By the end of the year, I'm going to pay around 39,400 Kenya shilling, which is around 450 UK pound, which is really very, very much for me to find. It is really very, very difficult for me to find. It's a lot of money. I don't know what will be the solution afterward. I have to be in boarding so that I will be just focusing on schooling. So the poem, I have already get the poem and I see all these things. So the planning now is to go back to Sudan and talk to the dad. What will the dad say about this poem that I have found?
Back in Uganda, Scovia and her family are determined to make a new life on the plot they've been given. They're gradually clearing the land to build more permanent shelters.
My hands are now. I'm slushing, cleaning and compost.
And how long have you been doing it?
Since morning. Slashing since morning, it is too hard. Even now my hands are, I'm tired. Yani kama mimi na usulini haja keta stakal keta dugu geshan zatu tamadugu wahed yom yani nde shokola tegil moya zata angulu moya min donki dag asante bidugu itnin dirki zatu mushkila tama bgerdu nukan tenna fi bed na gifata moya min fa moya fi bed yani hammam zatu mafin dezor kera berer fi gaba.
Gun for you. This one is a gun. Yes. Yes. You want a gun? Die, don't die. To die. You go stand. Go.
God, bara. Hayala na mawali fure. Zayal na yeni rasere. Nun fi gabare. Bara. Dana mawali fuogo. Zata na majeri huwa yom. Ana mafikira san kan gua tenna kan quest. Usulu quest adil. Oh. Tapi geni bes sambala. Taza maji fikira aja. Oh. ما في ذاته في مقطع قال لي حاجات زي كده جا حاصل جا حاصل كمان. It's not totally the place I wish to be.
Yeah.
Because this place is not really good to stay in. It's not enjoyable. The children of South Sudan have suffered too much through this fighting.
It's Age Distribution Day, and John has come to collect his month's rations. 2.5 million people in the region are currently facing severe food shortages. With so many in need and barely enough supplies, tensions run high. Without the skills or strength to clear the forest and build a shelter, John and his mother abandoned their plot. They've gone to a more established refugee camp to join John's aunt and her family. 27,000 refugees already live here. John has other worries on his mind as well. His mum is on a dangerous return trip to South Sudan to tie up her late husband's affairs. John is scared she won't come back.
بطل كويس عشان هما ما ممكن يمشي هناك وفي هرب لو حاجة حصل ما بزول بقدر يعرفه. أنا أقول له زي ده نقول له جيبوا من جبل العدودين بخير. أنا ساير ناس خالتين نساعدهم بالموية نمشي نجيب مع موية فبرسلوني ممكن نمشي السوق نجيب حاجات. أنا ما أخش مدرسة لو في حاجة بسيطة طلع ما شغال في المدرسة ما دخلون في المدرسة لازم نشتغل ما في حاجة تانية. لو كان قاعد في السودان هناك أنا كان ما كان نعمل حاجات دي بس أنا قاعد نمشي سكول وقاعد نيجي نقرا بس. إنكر بكرنا يعني كده إنتين ينبور هاي بتاعه بقى ما كويس ذاته بابا لما بشوف فيها حاجة يا هم بيعلموا مشاكل بس ما بيعلموا شيء تاني. قاعد نشوفه كده تاني قاعد نشوفه كده زي تاني ما عندهم بلدهم خراب ما عندهم حاجة تاني يعملوا ذاته. يوم كده يا رأيكني جرو 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 كرو Nina kan mo. Gana la bo ko ta krisana na lagutu yaw gan ni jina hargu namlu kida bayden yalla yaw gan ni jina labbo Roni what Roni ran arany mo kakakam Trini polo Kaya madakan mabayan kan gan murtaya aja nder ga dijubule lakini sana dera aja ana maganar gabe seri sukaru shai bitasaba maganar gofogo وسكر ولبن غانا فكر في ابوي بس ما غانا فكر في زول انا لو غانا اقعد مع ابوي غانا اكون مرتاح بس ان شاء الله وقاعد جنبي ساكن غانا اكون مرتاح
Gonna happen.
Grace has returned safely to Kenya. Her father gave her enough money to put a deposit on a place in the boarding school and buy basics like books, a uniform, and a mattress.
Zore. Hey, how are you?
I'm fine.
How much is this small mattress right here?
750.
750. What of the last price?
Last price for you, I'll make it 700.
My lord. But I was having 650, so.
No. The last price for you, I'll make it 700.
700.
Ah.
She's still hoping to get to university one day, but knows it will be a long haul.
After 9 years, yes, maybe I will be a refugee for 9 years. While struggling for education, then after education, officer somewhere. I see that the future will be bright, and it must be bright. I will have a bright future.
Grace has been out of education for over a year. She's keen to get to boarding school to focus on her studies and escape the childcare duties that are part of living with her aunt.
Grace! Bye! Back to school, guys. Bye! Got to 11. I will be going to school. And that's very nice, huh? It was really very good. Long time without seeing school. It was a very nice day.
Sadly, after all she's been through, Grace is about to be dealt another blow. The school has decided to put her back a year to Form 1. And not only that, a teacher's strike means the first year won't be starting for at least another month.
We want you to have like a good foundation.
Yes.
That is why we said you should go back to Form 1. Okay. So now the Form 1s are opening in Feb, around 4th.
On date 4th.
Yes, we are really not sure because the strike is on. Please don't get disappointed. Feb is just on the way, it's not far. But even as you go home and wait for February, I would encourage you, number one, to take care of yourself.
It is really too far because what I programmed when I was coming from Sudan, I was making Christmas on the way. Why? Because I've planned it that it is must for me on day 6 to report myself to the school. So that was the planning, but now the planning is all disorganized. I wait until February.
Yes, you wait until Feb, then you come in. Look here, it's January, and we are soon going to Feb.
I'm not feeling good. Why did they make it like that? I'm really so disappointed why I program and I plan, and before when I come, they agree exactly. I asked them exactly, will I come exactly on date 6? They were telling me that you must come on date 6. And even they write in my admission form, if you come late, then you will be out of the school. And now they are pushing it up to February.
Do you ever feel like just saying enough is enough, I'm going home?
No, that is not in my planning. It's at all not in my planning. That one, I don't want that. So I want to have education. That's my shipment and that's my planning. So I must have education unless I'm dead. But if I'm alive, I must achieve.
Just 5 weeks after being led into grass taller than she was, Scovia and her family have finished clearing their compound. They've put up temporary shelters for now, but are making mud bricks to build more permanent homes.
This is our new compound. These are the bricks our house is going to be made with. Our mother's room is built temporary, and that's the house where she is sleeping inside. Sure. Then that is my grandmother's plot, and that is the house also she is sleeping in. That is her room, but we are together there sleeping with them. This is my aunt's compound, sister to my father. That is where she parked her car. It is like garage. When she came back, that is where she parked her car. This is my auntie. This is where she is cooking. This is her kitchen. And that one is the place where she kept utensils there. This is our shop. Today here is my sister, Jacqueline. Of course, we make duties.
To make money for building materials and school fees, Scovia's family is hard at work.
Pada abu caida dugu jawab masamada. Bad ba masamada ya lo ya dugu dukan. Nabe. Akira teleko. Maja duko. Kamaenza ko tajele ganza kwa uko dise kunya diandi denyi maliko. Koma ilalele. Manya digadara nyi kuma tele aru nyi ko tele aru. Wadi dukani na ina gesta kalini fi dukani ni yalo moten na gora tebi fi suk. Matali go business na ko bista kalina kama bitebi. Hajal suya bijibu gurus.
Over 12,000 refugees have been placed here so far, and more are coming. With so many people taking water to make bricks as well as for everyday use, the boreholes in the area are starting to run dry.
Water is a problem because this is the only borehole around here. The line is very long. That's why it is taking so long to fill one jerrycan. It's a problem even. You get early in the morning, you take your buckets or your jerrycans, you put them in line. When you didn't wake early, you will not find water.
Around half the refugee camps in the world have problems with water shortages. But for the younger children, there are higher priorities.
I'm making a football field. Football field.
Dema guata al quest. Dema guata al yalder. Madia nyaradi koni yote vola gazi ya kwiko. My hope is to achieve a better life later. I'm dreaming to become an accountant. If I stay here, I don't think so my future is going to be bright the way I need. Because there's no any good school here, I see. If there's no school here, somewhere also in town, maybe there are schools, I will go.
With so many children desperate for an education, schools are starting to be built. The refugee camps are taking on an air of permanence, with brick buildings replacing tents and new wash blocks going up. As the flood of refugees continues, the camps are becoming small towns in their own right. And there's good news for John. His mum has made it safely back to Uganda. The family is together once again.
زومي جا كان أنا مرتاحا إن كان قاعد نغسل هدومي بعدين قاعد نغسل هدومي يلا أنا زي ما شفتوا خليت ملابسي يلا أنا جريتها إلا لو هو جا يلا جا تم هدومي بتاعي جا غسله أنت كان مشي جوا كان جوا كيف
كلام ده كمان كان
ياو زمان قفلوا شهر ده قالوا شهر بفلان بقيت خايف شديد أنا قلت شهر ممكن قفلوا أنا هناك ويالي هنا بكون صعب. Wow! Wait again. Wait.
هلي على الناس يقولوا كويس ترى نكسم لو جانا تيتل لو جانا شافك انت قاعد تعمل حاجه كاب جانا بقول حاجه دسم ممكن هو بعمله لو تعمل حاجه كويس جانا هو بيشوف ممكن بقول اي حاجه ده نعمله الزول قاعد يعمله.
In Kenya, Grace's dream of returning to education has finally come true. Frustrated with the delays at the first school and struggling to pay fees in advance, Grace found another school, slightly further away, that would accept just a deposit, while her father tries to raise the rest of the year's fees.
I'm happy. The school is very nice. The school is smart. My dream, I want to become a doctor. Being a doctor is a very important work because you are assisting those who are sick. You are near to God. At least God is ahead of you, then you are the second person. The more you commit yourself, the more you gain the goal. I'm in high school, so I think my future will be bright. You cannot be suffering for so long.
I love him and be a minister. When I say a minister, and me, quite in the Mitaba, big me, the school, big alone, I just school, I think to be me by a pen school,
الامتحان لو نكبر أنا بعمل بريالي نكبر ونعمل حاجات كتير لو سر بداية.
جانا درك ودلو رايتو أكل كيكون في basic needs مدرسة semua yang kira pun free, akil free. Kau beli free tak kamu balam.
The 4 children in this film have been through things that none of us can imagine. With your support, Comic Relief can help give kids in camps the chance to be children once again, to be educated, to play, to live without fear. Please, help us to help them. Call 03457 910 910 or go to bbc.co.uk/Red Nose Day to make a donation.
With just 9 weeks to renovate a health clinic in Uganda, Lenny Henry, celebs and locals get to work for Comic Relief's Operation Health Thursday night at 9 on BBC One.